Hello, friends. GAMP. Good automated manufacturing practice is a comprehensive framework providing essential guidelines and best practice for the development and management of computerized systems, particularly in the manufacturing and pharmaceutical industry. As part of GAMP 5 version 2 series, today's session focus on understanding the requirement outlined in the chapter 2. Please watch the video till end. For chapter 1, you can watch the previous video. So we know very well about the GAMP version 2 have 53 chapter in which introduction, key concept, life cycle approach, life cycle phases, QRM, regulated company activities, supplier activities, and efficiency improvement involved. In management appendix, there is chapter 9 to 20. In development appendix, chapter 21 to 31. And in operation appendix, 32 to 45. Then special interest topics appendix in 46 to 51. And general appendix are there. Now we are in the second chapter, that is key concept. This key concept chapter is divided into two subchapter, that is known as overview and second is key term. To understand the overview of key concept, we can see this diagram in which first part is product and process understanding. Friends, we know very well about the ICH Q10 in which product life cycle is given in very well manner, in which we can understand from the product development, technology transfer, manufacturing and commercial point of view, and then product discontinuation. So as a user, we should understand where we are going to implement our computerized system, our electronic system, in which step. And each and every step have the ultimate goal of only and only to achieve the patient safety, product quality, and data integrity. Hence, in product and process understanding, we should know complete understanding of our data flow, means from where our data is coming and what is the flow and what is the ultimately storage, in which form of the data that ensure the ultimately goal of the product quality, patient safety, and data integrity. For this, ICHQ10 is very clear, and we should understand that the data integrity cannot be achieved without a complete understanding of the data flow. We should understand what is the critical quality attributes, means CQA, and what are the critical process parameters, CPB, in every step where is applicable. Then we should ultimately understand that incomplete process understanding hinders effective and efficient compliance and achievement of business benefits. So product and process understanding is first overview of key concept. Second is life cycle approach within a QMS. QMS, quality management system, means overall life cycle, in overall life cycle of any product, or you can say in your computerized system, QMS are the tool that ensure for any organization that we achieve the required quality. Hence, the experience is gained in the system use. The QMS should enable continual process and system improvement based upon periodic review and evaluation. Means, if you got any chance for improvement, you have the QMS tool in which you can apply and achieve the next level of the compliance. A well-managed and understood life cycle facilitate adoption of quality by design approach. Means the design of our flow, design of our system in such a way that we achieve the quality in each and every step. Hence, the QMS is one of the most important tool that enhance the confidence of our system that this is the quality by design approach. Now, third part is scale up life cycle activity. Scalable life cycle activity can be achieved by risk assessment. We know where is going to be fail, what going to be wrong, and we know very well which type of the control we need so that the system can work, so that the process can work, and we got a less risk or minimum risk. So the risk assessment important part to scale up label life cycle activity. Then system complexity and novelty and outcome of supplier assessment. Supplier assessment important tool from which we got maximum knowledge about the system, means application, means computerized system. We got the maximum knowledge. We got the maximum information from the supplier assessment. After that, science-based QRM means our quality risk management is not only logical based, but there should be science. So, combining knowledge management and QRM will facilitate achievement of the QMS objective by the providing the means of science and risk-based decision related to product quality. Fifth and last is leveraging supplier involvement. Planning should determine how best to use the supplier documentation, including existing test documentation to avoid waste, efforts, and duplication. Justification for the use of supplier documentation should be provided by the satisfactory outcome of supplier assessment, which may include supplier audit. So this is the 5 overviews, important overviews. This is the key concept of this approach of GAMP 5, in which we can understand the development, produce medicine product, market and distribute medicine product by this 5 concept. First of all, we should know, understand every process, life cycle approach and QMS application, scalable life cycle activities and science-based QRM, and last, use of supplier. Supplier management should be confident about the process, about the information. Then key terms. Key terms are very normal terms. We know very well that, but what is GAMP said? This is here only. GAMP is also recommended the PICS in which the software, hardware, firmware, and operating processor, people, equipment, control function, process, all are combining, give us a computerized system, including operating environment also. Hence, a computerized system consists of the hardware and software components together with the control function or process, including processor, people, and equipment and associate documentation. Now, computerized system validation. So, to understand the computerized system validation, in behalf of the GAMP 5, achieving and maintaining compliance. What? Achieving and maintaining compliance with applicable GXP regulation and fitness for intended use by, first, the adoption of the principles, approaches, and life cycle activities within the framework of validation plan and reports. And second is the application of appropriate operation control throughout the life of the system. So this is according to GAMP 5. How can we say about the computerized system validation? First of all, achieving and maintaining the compliance with applicable GXP regulation and fitness. For what? Number 1, the adoption of principle. What is the principle there? What is the approach? And what is the life cycle activity? And how can we framework our validation plan and our reports? And second one is Application of appropriate operational control throughout the life of the system means how you operate the system in a control manner. So this is the computerized system validation. Then what is the GXP compliance? Obviously, when we are doing the work for any regulated market, whatever the regulated market requirement in remain achieve first and then consistently remain on that particular compliance is known as the GXP compliance. And this is related to US FDA, other FDA regulation, EU, UK MHRA and other FDA or other regulatory where we are working, where the company working. Then what is the process owner? GAMP gives the definition of process owner also, and according to GAMP, this is the owner of the business process or the processes being managed. Who is going to be manage all the process? The process owner is ultimately responsible for ensuring that the computerized system and its operation is in compliance and fit for intended use in accordance with the applicable company standard operating procedure. Means you have the knowledge of process, you know the process, you know the requirement according to other GXP guidelines. So you have the SOPs, you have the procedure, you know the process. So process owner know the process. So process owner who is responsible for the business of the process. Second part, the process owner may also be system owner. But why? It's important. The process owner may be de facto owner of the data residing on the system. Means data is generating from the system where the process owner is know about the process. So he is also also owner of the data and therefore ultimately responsible for integrity of the data. Then process owner are typically the head of the functional unit using the system. Means this is related to QC process. Then the QC head will be the process owner. If any manufacturing related process are there, then they are the process owner. Then according to GAMP, QMS, we know very well, the QMS is the management system that direct control the organization with respect to the quality, right? Same is written in the Q9 also. Subject matter expert, right. Subject matter expert know very well about the specific expertise on a particular area or the field. He is responsible to taking the ultimately compliance is achieved or not. He is responsible to including the planning and defining the verification strategy, defining acceptance criteria, selection of appropriate test method, execution, verification tests, and reviewing the result. Then last one is system owner. According to GAMP, system owner is responsible for what? For availability and support and maintenance of the system. Okay, and for the security of data residing on the system. Means security is the responsibility of the system owner also, right? He's facilitate the all the things that your data can be safe, here can be secure. The system owner is responsible for ensuring that the computerized system is supported and maintained in accordance with the applicable company SOP. The system also may be the process owner. Maybe sometimes this is the process owner also. For example, in IT infrastructure system or system not directly supporting the GXP. For system supporting regulated process and maintaining regulated data and record, the ownership of the data rests with the GXP process owner, not the system owner. Means whatever the data there, what is the record there, what is the regulated data generated is the responsible for process owner, and how to facilitate the security and safety of the data is the responsibility of the system owner. So this is written in GAMP 5. Next, the system owner act on behalf of the user. The system owner for larger system will typically be from IT or engineering function. Global IT system may have a global system owner and a local system owner to manage the local implementation. So this is all about the chapter 2, in which we understand the key concept and the 5 main principle of the key concept, and then the journal term related to system owner, process owner, QMS part, and subject matter expert, and then computer system and computerized system and GXP compliance. So this is all about this chapter. And next chapter will be life cycle approach. So please watch the video in next session also. Thank you so much to remain with me. Take care. Bye bye.